What's going on, y'all? Just wanted to give y'all an update on my life. I haven't posted a video here on YouTube in like a month. Beautiful day here in Texas today. Me and Ruby are just chilling. Went on a walk a little bit earlier and we're just relaxing now. I wanted to share with you guys my trading month. I wanted to share with you guys some updates. Bonnie and I, we got a new house. We're moving in like a week and it's super fun. So let's go. Let's talk about it. But yeah, check it out. So I've got all my stuff packed out. Are you coming? Let's go. She likes to come hang out up here with me. I've had all this stuff like for a really long time, but when I got rid of most of my stuff like a year and a half ago, this is literally everything I own. I'm probably getting rid of like half the stuff that you guys see right here. A bunch of really like super specific, interesting stuff, but that's that. Here's the studio. Hasn't really changed much over the past year. And in a week, I will no longer be here. I'm upgrading to like a full-size bedroom at my new place. Bonnie and I are moving to a city called Southlake. It's about 30 minutes from where we're at now, which is here in Fort Worth. We couldn't find a place to buy because the market is insane right now. So we're leasing for a year, and hopefully while we're there, we'll be able to find like an actual house we can buy. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But without further ado, let's dive in to this past months of trades. I normally do like a weekly recap on trades, but I just didn't feel like I had so much stuff I was doing. Decided not to. So instead, I've got this spreadsheet here where most of these trades I called out in Telegram, which I'm probably not going to be running the free Telegram much longer, I don't think. I'm not sure yet, but I don't know. But these are all the trades. Let's have a look. We'll go through them. All right, guys, here we are in my public trading journal. This journal I actually share in my Telegram channel. So if you're not my Telegram channel, hit the link in the description of this video. Do my free trading. You get a link to join that Telegram channel where you can see these trades. You can see this little trading journal link, so you can actually see why the trades are taken and stuff like that. This past month, since May 27th, I've done about 20K, and I have two current open trades right here on USD ZAR and GBP New Zealand dollar over here. This is a CoinEx account. I've got a couple different accounts, and I've been switching everything to MT5. But I have UZAR right here, and then I have this GN trade currently open right now. So we'll see where these go. For these, I've just been risking 1K each on these trades, and I have not been modifying the trades after they've been open, just to keep things a lot more simple and to avoid like market racket of like swings back to the entry and back and forth and stuff like that. But it's been good, even with like a 5 trade. This was like a 5 trade losing week, and the week before I had one losing trade at the end of the week. Made all the profits back on just one trade that I just closed today, which was this natural gas trade that hit profit target this morning for almost a plus 5R. So that was that. And there was this GBP New Zealand dollar trade, which I had a loss this morning on, and I've re-entered this one right now. I've since been in for a few hours on a re-entry. But yeah, aside from that, pretty good month trading since the 27th of May, about 20K. And then in stock trading, I've been actively like buying and selling like pretty much just these main ones right here. Like for instance, like if we go into accounts, we'll go to history. Here, this is just a Robinhood account. I'm playing the intraday moves between buys and sells, and if things are like crashing a certain percent. Peloton was insane. It rocketed up like 8% yesterday, and so I cashed out this morning on that huge move, made a couple grand. Same thing on Tesla. So yeah, I've been actively trading. So since we'll go since May 27th. We'll go back, look at the past month of history here. We'll see how stocks have done. So past 1 month, so about 12K. So between FX and stocks, about 32K this month, and there's still 4 days left. So until we get to the 27th. So yeah, so just under a month of trading history, we've done this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down all these super simple, super straightforward. And again, like half of these I've called in Telegram. You can look at the whole full explanations there. I also have the full explanations right here in the little analysis note sections with like a synopsis of why I took the trade. Just so you guys understand how I trade, it's extremely simple. Like all I do is I go to the daily or H4 time frame. I make sure that there's a clear trend. Whatever the clear trend is, I trade with that overall direction. And then what I'll do is whenever price breaks a horizontal level on the 4-hour daily chart, I'll just wait for a retrace back to the zone. I'll wait for price to hit the zone, and then I'll wait for a break of the recent highs if I'm looking for buys, and a break of the recent lows if I'm looking for sells. So for instance, this trade this morning, when price broke the recent high, I entered a buy right there, and that's why I took this trade right here. You can even see like the actual entry here in MT5 here on this CoinEx account I'm on. So that's that. That's my whole system. A break and retest of a 4-hour level on the daily or 4-hour chart combined with like a break of a recent high or a low in the minute 15. So that's my entire trading system. So with these, what I'll do is I'll even put a link to this trading journal right below this this video, along with a link to Telegram here. Like, if you do the free trading, Then you can join the Telegram too, and you can see all that. But it's pretty straightforward stuff. This trading journal that I have right here that I started just to like show new clients like what I'm doing and how to track their journal and stuff. I've kept it super ridiculously simple, down to the screenshots. There's only one screenshot, which is just an exit screenshot. So not even an entry screenshot, not like multiple time frame stuff of like minute 15, minute 5, 1 hour, 4 hour. It's just literally one screenshot of a synopsis of the trade combined with the explanation for the trade. Just try to keep it as simple as possible. Because I want you guys to know, like trading, I don't think it's rocket science. I don't want to say it's easy because it's not. Trading's really frustrating, really hard sometimes. But it can be very simplified if you develop a trading system and test it, which is what we help you do here at Mission FX. That's what we've been working on with all of our clients for like the past 6 months and all that stuff. So it's really cool. But that being said, so Euro JPY, this is a break and retest of a horizontal level during an uptrend. So break of that 4 hour level, came here, broke above the recent minute 15 highs right there, and I entered a buy, and then this one hit the profit target. So very simple. Second trade, gold right here. Price was in an uptrend, broke above this zone, came back, tested the zone, broke above the recent minute 15 high right there. I entered a buy. This one went into profit, came back and hit the stop loss. The next trade here was a gold trade, another gold trade. This one, it was the second one right after that. After price came, this is still a 4 hour like horizontal support level on 4 hour and daily. Came back, tested the zone, started to bounce. And then here on the lower time frames, there was a minute 15 high right in there that had gotten broken. And I entered after the break of that zone, the target at the previous highs and a stop below that most recent low. Even though the risk reward is a little bit lower on that, it was 2, but it was still a $2,000 winner. Third one here is AED JPY. This one was a 3.5R winner. As you can see, here's the 4 hour zone here. We're on the 4 hour chart. Price had broke above, came back, tested the zone, bounced at it right here, left that 4 hour rejection wick, but the entry was based on the minute 15. There was a minute 15 high that formed in there. I entered right after that high broke. And this kind of whipped around all damn week. It just kind of went sideways back and forth. I didn't expect it to hit the target, but it somehow did. It went back to the previous high for a 3.5R winner. So there's that. So US 30, this is another one. US 30 was been amazing this past month. This was like pretty much beginning of June, but it was this one right here. So here's the 4 hour horizontal level right here. Price had come up. It tested this level first already and went up. There was a good trade in there, but I didn't take it because I wasn't watching it at the time. But when price came back to this 4 hour level and started bouncing again, I thought it would be worth a shot to trade price back up to the previous highs. There's some people who won't take the second retest of horizontal zones during a trend. They'll just take the first break and retest. I kind of flip-flop on how I feel about that because there's many times where price will come back, test the zone a second time, and then it will continue back up to the previous highs, or in some cases like here, it'll make a higher high. So I still flip-flop on whether or not like I'll take a trade if price tests the zone like 2 times, because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but overall it's profitable to do it because in the times when it does work, I usually win 2, 3, 4 times as much as whatever I'm risking on it. So even if I just win like half the time on trades like this where it tests the zone twice, it's still worth doing. You can see there's another one in here where it like broke, tested, went up to the previous highs, came back again, tested a second time, broke above minute 15 highs in here and continued up. That one would have been another long continuation trade, but I wasn't watching it at that time, so I didn't take it. But yeah, this one worked out. It was just a break and retest of this horizontal 4 hour level with a break of a minute 15 recent high. You can even kind of see it right there. Like we're on the 4 hour, but that was the previous high. When price cracked above it, I entered a buy with the stop just under the previous low, target at the previous highs. So it's just trend continuation trades. Pretty simple. CHF, JPY, GJ. So these were all losses. Check these out. So it was a 3 trade losing streak. So GJ broke above this 4 hour zone, came back and tested, started bouncing, broke above the recent minute 15 high, and I entered. And within a few hours after entering, this one came all the way. Actually, no, this barely missed the stop. Yeah, this is on the 1 hour. Barely missed the stop, then went back into profit, and then swung back here and actually hit the stop. So this was minus 1R here. Same type of trade, though. It's like uptrend on the 4 hour daily, break above recent highs, came back and tested this 4 hour zone, and then I zoomed into the minute 15 to take the trade after it broke the recent highs. So that was that. That was a stop out. Next one here was was that a CHF? Oh, okay. So that was a CHF JPY trade. My bad. This was a GJ trade. So this one was painful because this would have been like plus $6,000, but it came all the way back instead. So this is on GJ, and on the 4 hour, there's a horizontal 4 hour zone here. Price had came up, started bouncing at this zone, and then cracked above the recent highs. So I'd woken up that morning, I was able to get an entry right here on a break of the recent minute 15 high with a stop just under the low. I was targeting the previous highs up here because, I mean, this was like a 1 to 6 R, like 1 to 6 risk reward ratio. It would have been really nice. It went all in a profit. I was really convinced this would continue. It really caught me off guard when it came back all the way to the entry the next day, and the day after that came down and stopped out. So this one was minus 1 R. I know a lot of you guys are going to be thinking like, well, hey, why didn't you manage the trade? Why didn't you take partial profits? Why didn't you do break-even stops? After testing my data with this, especially if I'm just focusing on 4-hour and daily charts, I found it actually lowers the win rate. It lowers the profitability to take partial profits and also to move stops to break even. It lowers the profitability unless you have a system in which you risk like significantly smaller amounts and just have huge risk rewards. The win rate will be significantly lower, but whenever you finally catch a good winner after like a couple trades, you can take partial profits on those and you'll still have enough units of R to kind of make up for it. But in the case of like this, which is just kind of based off 4-hour daily levels, which has pretty much been my system for the past like almost 3 years now, it gives the trade more room to breathe, because oftentimes you'll see price will come all the way back to your entry and touch your entry sometimes before continuing up to the previous highs. So I just keep my stop at the invalidation zone, which is typically just under the recent high or low and beyond the previous 4-hour support resistance zone. So that's why I haven't been modifying these with break-even stops and partial profits or anything like that. So in case any of you guys were wondering about that. US 30 is right here. Here's another one. So US 30, this was the second one. After that winner right there, price broke the next 4-hour zone, came back, tested. It actually dipped below the zone and then popped up really quick and broke a recent minute 15 high in this area. So I entered after that with the stop just below the low and the 4-hour zone with the target of the previous high. It was a nice little 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, I think. Yeah, it was like a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. So that one didn't work out. It came back and stopped out. It just came whipped below the stop, and then, that was that. So it is what it is. But it was the same trades, like same all of these. If you'll notice, since all these are based off the same exact thing, you'll see like some of these will win, some of them I'll do like scale ins and they'll work. But on the losers, because I lose maybe like half the time, I'll lose maybe like 50% of the time, maybe even 55% of the time. Sometimes my win rate is like less than 50%, but it's still profitable, because if you're using anything above like a 1 to 2, or more risk reward, and you have a system with a reasonable like win rate and stuff like that, it's still fine. It still works out long term. So that's that. CAD-J. So here's the thing. All of these trades, they're all the exact same. They're all the exact same reasons. Price is in an uptrend or a downtrend. Price breaks a horizontal zone. Price retests that zone as support or resistance and breaks the recent minute 15 high or low. I'll just click on a couple random ones here, but I'll let you guys go and inspect this whole journal if you like, and you can just go from there. Here's a WTI crude oil trade. A lot of volatility the past few weeks on this, but this thing's just been ripping up like crazy. Same sort of idea. There's a 4-hour zone here. I'm viewing it here on the 1 hour, as you can see. However, this is a 4-hour daily horizontal support resistance zone. I just had to go to the 1 hour to get the screenshot to be able to see what happened on this trade. Price broke above this zone, came back, tested. You can see the first try I had this right here. I entered, it went into profit, then it came back and started going sideways. So I thought this wasn't going to work out. So I called in Telegram whenever I shared this back on, I think it was like June 10th. It was like earlier this month. It was like way earlier this month. I called that I was going to be closing out at break even on that. I'll just let you guys scroll through Telegram and you can see that. So this, my first try right here was like a break even. So you see, like it was like a break even right there. And then the second try right here stopped out, which is hilarious because it stopped out and then would have run all the way to the final target. I don't think I have another screenshot in there, but like for instance, like this right here would have gone all the way to the target right after. Yeah, you see that? it was this one right here. So kind of annoying, but it happens in trading. Sometimes you'll get your stop snagged and it'll go up. There's literally no way to prevent it. Like no one has a crystal ball. They can't see what happened. So that was that. Let's click another random trade and see what it is. So here's the Telegram, by the way. It's the Telegram channel where I share my stuff. Again, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing this stuff for free. I think I should start charging for my analysis just because it kind of like gives me a little bit more motivation to do it. And I can make a ton of money doing it. But there's like this right here. Here's some of the trades I called earlier, like a GBP New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I mean, let's look at those like here. So GBP New Zealand dollar, it was this one right here. So click this one. So it was an uptrend. You guys can see I took another GN trade earlier. It was like earlier last month though. But for this one that I called, price had broken above, came back, tested, and started to bounce. Broke above the minute 15 high right there. That's where I entered with a stop below that recent low. This one came back and touched the zone. Went all the way, like pretty much more than halfway to the target. Came all the way back to the entry. And then went all the way up and then hit the target that morning. Same thing as the other one as well that we'll look at here in a second. But so that was GN. So that one was a 3K winner. It was about like a 1 to 3 risk reward, I believe. What was it? Yeah, well, here in my journal it says 1 to 3.4, but I guess spreads or whatever caused that to be a little bit lower. So it was a $3,200 trade right here. So yeah, 3,200. And then there was New Zealand dollar, US dollar, which I closed early, which was hilarious because it kept going. But it was this one right here. It was a 1 to 2 risk reward initially. And so like it was a break, a retest of this zone, downtrend. Here's the 4-hour level, broke, retest, had a rejection. So I entered after it broke the recent minute 15 low down here, trying to target this previous like horizontal support resistance zone. What happened is it went into profit, came back up to the entry, went all the way almost to the target, came all the way back to the entry. I wasn't convinced it was even going to work out. And then it finally went all the way down to the previous low that next morning. Same time GBP New Zealand dollar hit the target. I thought price might bounce right there at that low. So I just exited right there. It wasn't even 1 to 2. It was like, what was this? This was like, it was like barely 1,500. Yeah, it was like $1,500 winner. So like pretty much a 1 to 1.5 risk reward. And there was that Euro AUD stop out. So that was that right there. That was GN. This was New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This thing ended up just ripping so much further down. I was like kicking myself for closing it. Like that's the trade right there, right? 1.8. Like imagine if like, this is all coulda, shoulda, woulda. So like I'm not going to entertain. But imagine if I held it like 1 to 9 or something stupid like that. It'd be a $9,000 winner. I would have made like 30K this month instead of like 20K. But still, so I was happy with that. Still hit the profit target and everything. Had a lot of momentum downwards. So that's NU. So now let's go. And here's like, was me updating this journal. Like this was earlier this month, showing everything in here. So yeah, I mean, that's that. So it is what it is. But yeah, you guys feel free. Here's the links here. And like I said, I'll put it below in this as well. So that you guys can see all these trades and stuff. But that's how trading has been going for the past month. So 20K right there. And then about, just like we said here, like about 12K in stock. So a nice little 30K month, 30K plus month trading so far. So that's that. Whew, this natural gas trade was such a banger this week. Such a good one. But yeah, that's it. That's what I've been up to this past month. I've really been loving life. I'm super lucky. I'm super blessed. I'm super happy. I could be happier. Everything's been super peaceful. Everything's been super smooth. And it's been a great year so far. I'm still amazed at how fast the year's gone by because it's already been 6 months. We're 6 months into the year. It's like the end of June. It's crazy. Like this year's flown by. I thought 2020 went by quick, but this year I feel like it's going by way quicker. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to get back to making a lot more YouTube videos like I used to be doing, especially after we move, which is like I said, like a week from now. And I have a completely new environment to work in. And there's a lot of cool things I'm doing with my own trading as well as Mission FX. And so if you guys want to see that, stay tuned. I'm also going to be doing a lot more lifestyle videos instead of just like screen recorded videos of like charts and stuff. One of the things I want to start doing for the rest of this year that I'm going to be trying to do is doing like a lot more videos about like just talking, just chilling with you guys, chatting, maybe even doing some more YouTube live streams and something like that. So I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So if you've been here a while, you like these videos, hit the like button to support the channel. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe button because I know some of you guys just watch this from Telegram. You're not actually subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. It really helps support the channel, and it also lets you notify whenever I have like a new video and stuff, which I'm going to be posting a lot more lately. And without further ado, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Link in the description of this video if you want to join my free Telegram channel. I don't know how much longer it's going to be free, but you can still join it right now at the link below for as long as it's still active if you're seeing this video. So yeah, it is what it is. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Cheers.